of light.
And to you, good day.
The subject of DNA activation has been coming up more and more to me and people that I know, where
Yes.
looking into different techniques from modern mystery school, from RNA drops brought by ion,
Yes.
and other techniques that are available out there.
All techniques, all tools, all rituals are valid permission slips for whom they work.
I see.
Permission slips are simply that technique, that tool, that ritual, that idea, that object, whatever you wish it to be, that for some reason aligns with your particular belief system to allow you to give yourself permission to be more of yourself. So if the tool works for you, then it works for you. If it doesn't, something else will. But that's what they are, they're permission slips. They're not actually doing anything for you. You're doing it. It's just that you're using the permission slip as a reason to let it be okay to do it.
But in terms of triggering, like the junk DNA, the codons, shining light into specific codons that are normally blocked.
Yes, well, there really is no such thing as junk DNA, but I understand what you mean.
But the inactive DNA.
It's not actually even inactive.
I see. Can you explain that?
I'll put it to you this way, and let you ponder this. Many people on your planet say you're only using 10% of your brains.
Right.
In fact, you're actually using 100% to make it seem as if you're only using 10. So apply that to the idea of the DNA, and perhaps you'll see where we're going with this. You are awakening and connecting to different levels of the idea of DNA, some of which exist only in energy states and will never actually physicalize, but you can tap into them. So the idea is to understand that much of what you call inactive DNA is highly connected to higher states of energy DNA that you're simply not allowing yourself to be aware of. But they are highly active. You're simply allowing the signals and the information coming through those conduits to be mostly invisible to you because you think you don't have the ability to perceive them, but you do.
So as we climb up the pillars of ascension, for example,
yes.
like that releases more of our DNA abilities, our ability to relax and allow more.
Yes.
Control our own
These are some of the so-called symptoms of your ascension, of what you call your fourth density transformation. We recently talked about the idea of another way to understand what you call now the law of attraction.
Right.
It is not inaccurate that the idea is that when you have a certain vibration, you attract what is representative of that. It's not inaccurate, but it's incomplete. The idea to really understand is that because you all have a true core vibration that is indestructible and unchanging, that core is also always radiating at a certain frequency, which thus then is always attracting what is representative of that frequency. So the things that are always representative of your true natural self, I'll put it this way, are always trying their best to get to you. Your beliefs are keeping them away. The things that are not vibrationally compatible with your core are always doing their best to try and get away from you. You're holding on to them with your beliefs. So really, rather than the idea of thinking you have to learn how to attract things, it's really an issue of letting go and letting in. Because the things that you really need are already attempting to get to you, and the things you really don't want are already attempting to run away as fast as they possibly can.
Yes, they are.
But you're not letting them because of the beliefs you've been taught about yourself. I'm speaking in general terms. Make sense?
It does.
Does that help?
It does.
Thank you. Yes.
Also, I heard the term activating the atom-cadmon body, like the perfect God form of what our DNA is supposed to be. What is the atom-cadmon?
Again, it's the idea that you have in even what you call physical reality an idealized vibrational state at which point every single factor or every single feature, your cellular structure, molecular structure, atomic structure, subatomic structure, energy fields, all these things all line up in perfect harmony. And that, in a sense, is where you're heading into what you call the higher fourth density state, which is still a kind of physical state. Beyond that, in fifth density, it's non-physical. But the idea is that that alignment, that harmonic beingness, is what is being referred to in general by that terminology. You follow?
I do.
Does that help?
It does. That's not information that's easy to come by.
Well, you just came by it pretty easy. So it disproves that theory too.